Hey YouTube, Curtis Stewart, living off grid here. So tonight I was going to make some liquid laundry detergent, homemade, and it'll save you a ton of money, and it's great for your laundry, and it is good for your high efficiency washers also. There's just a few ingredients you need from Walmart or wherever you can get them, and I'll go through the list and we'll do a real quick video for you. Alright. Okay, YouTube, the liquid laundry detergent, these are the ingredients you'll need. First of all, you'll need the Zote laundry soap bars, and you can get those at Walmart, and they come in white or pink. I like the white because, well, I'm a man and I don't like pink. But it's not going to do anything to your laundry whether it's a pink or white. So these are 400 gram bars. And for this recipe, it takes 2 bars. Got some Borax. You got Laundry Booster Super Washing Soda. And you'll need some regular Arm & Hammer baking soda, pure baking soda. And a scent booster. And you can get these in any kind of scent you want, and that's what makes the scent of your detergent. So this is like kind of like a baby powder. And I might add some lavender to it or something, I'm not sure. And then some OxiClean. So I'm going to go ahead, and what you got to do first is grate up the Zote bars with a cheese grater. And instead of using a cheese grater, I'm kind of a power tool kind of guy, so I got an old salad shooter. Some of the other things you'll need is a measuring cup. I use 2 pots. Some people just do it in one, but I like to put my Zote in here and melt it down. And in that one, I like to put all my other ingredients in there and melt them down and get them all mixed in with my water. And then you'll need 2 5-gallon buckets, because this recipe will make you 10 gallons. So I'm going to get the Zote grated up, and I'll show you the pile, and I'll get my water boiling, and I'll be right back. So I said go ahead and show you me grating the Zote soap. Here's a big pile of it right down here that I've already done. It looks like, you know, Swiss cheese or something, but the salad shooter is great. You can also use a food processor. It's not going to ruin anything. It's soap. So it just goes quicker than trying to do it by hand. And it's easier if you cut these up into chunks like this. That way they go through the salad shooter a little easier. So what we're going to do is we're going to put 6 cups of water in one of these pots and get it to where it's almost boiling. You don't want it boiling, but where the little bubbles are on the bottom of the pan, and that's when you start sticking your soap in there and getting it melted down. And you want it melted thoroughly, but I'll show you that step next. Okay, so what I got here, I misspoke. I put actually 12 cups of water in here because I'm making 10 gallons. So this is the 2 bars of Zote soap that I shredded up with the salad shooter, and it was really quick. So I'll slowly start putting this in the water, and like I said, don't get it to where it's boiling, just where you see the little bubbles on the bottom and it's hot to touch. And this shredded up should dissolve really well inside this water. And you can use just a spoon or a whisk or whatever. I actually got one of these little hand blenders here, so I should make it go a little quicker because I'm all about the speed. So just keep putting some of this in here a little at a time, and then mix it up, and it'll kind of clump up a little bit. But I'm going to mix this up a little bit, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so I got all my Zote soap in the pot, and it is melting away, and I'll let it sit there for a little bit. And I also have another pot going with the same amount of water and the same temperature. And what I did was I mixed all of my dry ingredients in a big bowl, and I mixed them all up. So what I used, again, I used 2 cups of Borax, 2 cups of the Arm & Hammer Laundry Booster Super Washing Soda, 1 cup of pure baking soda, and 1 cup of OxiClean. And so I mixed it all up in this bowl, and I'll slowly start adding it to the water and wait until that all gets dissolved as well, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I got it all mixed up and melted down. You can see there's just a little bit of suds, but you can see it's nice and uniform. And it is a pink color because I went ahead and stuck those scent crystals in there, and they melt down really fast. And then this is all my dry ingredients with the borax and the baking soda and the OxiClean. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to pour this part first into a 5-gallon bucket, and I'm going to run it through a strainer just so if there's any chunks left in there, they won't get it in my laundry detergent. I'm going to pour that in first, and then I'll pour this in, and then I'll add water to it and mix it up. So I'll show you that when I get there. This is the Zote soap with the scents crystals in it, and I'm just running it through the strainer into my 5-gallon bucket. You can see it's not very thick, but once I mix that borax mixture in there, it'll thicken up, and then as it cools, it'll thicken up even more. And it'll look probably just the consistency of your regular laundry detergent. So I got all those ones. Now here's my borax mixture. Pour that one in there. Run it through the strainer too. If you look at the strainer, you can see there were some clumps. Some clumps left. So what I'm just going to do is kind of try and get the rest of those chunks in there. I'll probably actually dump these in here because I'm actually going to fill this up with more water. And then I'm just going to toss this part. So now I fill this up, about halfway, about up here, with water, and I'll start mixing it more, mix it up really good. And what I use to do that, because like I said, I am a man, we like power tools. This is my laundry detergent mixer. It's actually for concrete and stuff like that, but you know what? I bet it'll work on laundry detergent. I poured a little bit of water in there, and now I am going to mix it up and get it all nice and uniform. That's probably good for now, and I'm going to add the rest of the water in there, and I'll give it another quick mix, and then we'll let it sit overnight, and I will show you what it looks like in the morning. It's more thick and kind of jelly, and then we mix it up again, and it should be good to go. The part that I had mixed up, I went ahead and split it in half now in the other bucket, so you can see I got about half of it and half of it. So now I'll go ahead and fill the buckets up to about, about 2 or so inches above the top. Give it another quick mix, and then I'll go ahead and let them just rest the lids on top and let them sit overnight, and then in the morning I will show you what it looks like. Okay, so I went ahead and filled up the rest of my buckets, and like I said, I left a couple inches from the top just so it doesn't spill over, and if it's too thick I'll add a little bit more water in the morning, but this should be good. And right now it's really, it's not really thick at all, but it's still really hot. And once it starts cooling down, it'll start thickening up, and it'll be great, good for use. And man, it smells so good. So thanks for watching. I will actually show you what it looks like in the morning before I mix it back up and then after. But this is a great way to make cheap or inexpensive laundry detergent, liquid laundry soap. Like I said, I got about, well, I'd say about 8 gallons here, and it cost me under $30. And this is safe for your high efficiency washers, and it'll leave your clothes clean and smelling fresh. Okay, so it's the next morning. It's been sitting here cooling, and I'll show you what it looks like. So come on over here. And you can see that it's gelled up. It's kind of a jelly type looking stuff. And so I'll mix it up really good again here with my power tool. I just mix it up for a few minutes and make sure it's all the right consistency, and it should pretty much stay the right consistency. Now I've seen some people will add a little glycerin in this, which makes it a little more consistent, but this works just fine. So now you can see that it's the consistency of regular laundry detergent. And I wanted to show you something. I got this, I'm going to walk over here and grab this. I picked this up at a yard sale like 4 years ago for 50 cents. It's just a little water jug. And this is what I'm going to use for my dispenser. So I've never actually used it, so I'm just going to utilize what I have and put it in this thing, and I'll have some great laundry soap. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you try it out and it works great for you. And until next time.